Good day, everybody. This is Yin Yang in California with Morsels of a Thought number 1693, brought to you in the morning, my time at 6:10 a.m., usually 6:10 a.m., and sometimes a minute late um, because I'm doing something like putting on the last part of my makeup or something. Um, then we also want to know the right things to do. Knowing the right things to do would be wisdom. And then doing them, actually putting in the action, putting in the magic, is called virtue. So we're running around trying to bring more virtue into the world by bringing some wisdom up to us. Now, what I do is I borrow wisdom. We've got dating strategies by Ellen Fein and Sherrie Schneider. I do these twice a week because I believe in them so much. It's so hard. I believe in them so much that I really want to preach it out. Anyway, so today we are reading about empowered dating in the what do you call it? Book. Ellen Fein and Sherrie Schneider's book, The Rules Handbook, a guide to creating loving and lasting relationships. And this is good for anybody to use. Meanwhile, let me catch up on something that we read last week, last time on Tuesday, 2 days ago. I do this 2 days a week. TR Tuesday, TR Thursday, T and T and T and T. So that's what I do. Apply the rules to achieve your higher self. When you are pining over an ex, remember you're living in the past and what could have been. Live in the present while doing one or two things to make your, excuse me, live in the present while doing one or two things to make your future brighter, whether it's buying new makeup or signing up for singles tennis lessons. Keep a list when you've broken up with somebody. Keep a list of the meanest things your ex said. I wish I never met you, or you're insane just like your mother, on your phone or post its, and pull it out every time you have fond feelings for him. Number 3, when the urge to know why an ex or friend ghosted you, tell yourself it's none of my business. It doesn't matter. And curiosity killed the cat. We wanted to read that part because we need to. Okay, so we've got these parts done. The part I want here is communication dating strategy in course 3, empowered dating. Your rules weekly pep talk here would be that: do you feel rude not returning men's texts in nanoseconds? Do you think everyone's glued to their phones and he knows I read his text? He's going to think I'm cold or playing games. We promise if you take our rules communication advice and be slow and steady to respond, you will keep the mystery and intrigue going. It is really okay to wait 24 hours to respond to a call, text, or email. Men have no problem ignoring a woman's many texts, plural, while they watch a ball game, go on a Sunday night adventure with their buddies, or get caught up at work. For most men, they are self focused and live in the moment. They are not ruminating about you every second or worrying about when the next date will be. They will get to it after the game or tomorrow. Nothing is an emergency for a man like it is for a woman. This week, focus on not worrying what men think about you not responding sooner. They're not. When he calls, texts, or emails, reply with a short and direct response. When you are with him on your next date, be charming, shine your beautiful smile, and be genuinely interested in him. And all those brief communications won't matter. Okay, so number 148 is not for everyone. The rules may not be for everyone, but that does not mean the advice is not effective. This time tested advice really works. You might think, I can't believe what I'm reading. I run a company, I ran a marathon, I'm on my condo board, and I can't believe I can't call a man I like and ask him out. That's crazy. We get it. The rules are not for everyone. They are for women who used to pursue men or were too available and got burned. And if you're okay when a guy doesn't call after you sleep with him or disappears for weeks, bravo. But often, many women feel hurt and get depressed when they don't hear from their date, and the rules can work for them. So, practical. The rules are practical. We're looking for results. If we're not going to make the first move, text the guy first, sleep with him too soon, not go on a trip, and let him end everything first, we need a payoff. The payoff is that he will fall in love with you, want to see you more, not less, make you feel special, and marry you. He will never feel he's being forced to be in a relationship. He will never say he wants more space or that he feels trapped. On the contrary, he'll say, I'm the lucky one. And what do you want to do this weekend? Dinner and a show? Substitution method. Some women feel the rules make them passive, no calling or texting or asking men, no traveling to him or paying, no inviting him to their office party or friend's wedding. A lot of no's and oh's. But while you're not doing all of the above, you're not sitting around doing nothing either. You are busy working, working out, seeing your friends and family, and pursuing hobbies and interests. So when the urge to suggest to a guy, I have 2 tickets to a show, or let's go to a museum, creeps into your mind, call your mother or a friend and take them to the show. Like a hot stove. When you feel the urge to call or text a guy first, think danger, danger, danger. Will Robinson, danger, danger, danger. Oh boy. Anyway, when you feel the urge to call or text a guy first, think danger, danger, danger. It should feel like touching a hot stove or running into oncoming traffic. Calling a guy first is a bad idea for so many reasons. One, he will know you like him and not think of you as anything special. Two, he might be in the middle of work or watching a ball game, sound disinterested or distracted, and get off the phone first, which might make you feel hurt. Three, he might expect you to call him regularly. Why take a chance? I asked that in the first book, too. Why set a precedent for being the pursuer and the more interested party? We are reading from other people's wisdom. Morsels of a thought from today, The Rules Handbook, a guide to creating loving and lasting relationships by Ellen Fein and Sherrie Schneider. We are reading from about dating, empowered dating, and what to do. We just finished what to do after an ex, after breaking up with an ex, and we are currently on. um when we learn what to do, that's wisdom. So try to do the rules if you're a woman or a man. Too much information. Day 152. If a guy asks you how online dating is going, say, great. Don't tell him how hard it is or how there are no good men around. One woman talked so much about her failed relationships and disappointments that her date said, "It sounds like you've been hurt a lot.
To which she replied, "Yes, I have." She felt it was necessary to be truthful. We said, "TMI! No man needs to know how much you've suffered. As far as he's concerned, you've never been hurt, even though you have. You act like the prom queen, even though you weren't. And every man you dated adored you because you deserved it. You wouldn't tell a prospective employer that you're not a great employee at your previous jobs or didn't get along with your coworkers." See? If you map it onto work, you will find that talking about these things, which women like to do, uh, to a man is taboo. Talk to your female friends. Every time you think you want to tell the man something, pick a woman that you know, really close friend, bestie, and call her instead and tell her, "Oh God, I wish I could tell him this," and she'll understand. So you'll feel better afterward. Anyway, so next, Holy Grail. A guy should ask you out by Wednesday for Saturday night during a normal week, but several weeks in advance for Valentine's Day. V-Day is the holy grail of holidays for a rules girl. Any man who skips celebrating his beloved on this day is not in love with you. If he asks at the last minute, it's not such a good sign either. If a man in love will make reservations at a special restaurant 2 weeks or a month in advance. If he forgets the holiday, pretend you forgot it too. If he says Valentine's Day is nothing more than a marketing gimmick, don't argue, but just know he's not Mr. Right. Not living on the edge. If a guy calls too late in the week, such as Friday for Saturday night, say, "I'm sorry, already made plans. I already made plans." Don't add, "but I'm free next Friday." He has to ask for another date. Don't help him date you or make it easy for him by giving him other options. Don't feel guilty about turning him down either. By saying no to last minute dates, you are silently training him to ask you out in advance. Rules girls don't live on the edge, waiting to see what their weekend is going to look like the day before. It's by Wednesday for Saturday or nada. He will ask you sooner if he can't see you at the last minute. Nada, nada, nada. If he asks you any later than Wednesday for Saturday night, mm-mm. Apply the rules to achieve your higher self. Number 1 of 3. Remember that a rules relationship is not based on the volume of calls, texts, dates, and trips. Just the opposite. Rules relationships thrive on mystery and, quote, "absence makes the heart grow fonder," end quote. It's always, quote, "less is more," end quote, to catch a man. Number 2. If the guy you're dating doesn't make holiday plans 2 weeks in advance, make other plans. Serious guys take Christmas or Hanukkah and New Year's Eve seriously. Number 3. If you haven't heard from a guy by Wednesday at 9 p.m., make other plans for Saturday night. Isn't that crazy good? And the next part would be in empowered dating. Being obsessive will not serve you. Your Rules Weekly Pep Talk says, "We understand it's in our nature to go boy crazy, from our first crush on the kindergarten playground to our first high school sweetheart to our whirlwind college romance. If you're like most women, you become easily obsessed when you see a cute guy. After meeting him, do you call five friends to tell them you think he's the one? And when he doesn't ask you out or it doesn't work out for whatever reason, are you devastated? Maybe it is time to stop this vicious roller coaster ride of romanticizing, getting your hopes up, and then spiraling downwards. This week, try this. Don't think or call about him Don't think or talk about him at all until after the third date. It's a fantasy until you have at least 3 or 4 consecutive Saturday night dates with him or any guy. Can you imagine a man calling his friends after a first or second date? Men who go home after a date watch ESPN or work. In other words, chill out and wait until the third or fourth date to see what happens. Ah, okay. Obsessive. Being obsessive will not serve you. Wait to share or post. Many women are quick to share and post that they are, quote, in a relationship, end quote, or, quote, dating, end quote, on Facebook and on Instagram. They plaster photos of their new boyfriends ad nauseum after only one date. Our first brunch together. 3 days later, our 1 month anniversary. Follow the rules that only he should post your relationship status first, and you should rarely post anything. Sadly, many of these relationships don't last, and it's embarrassing to have to delete posts. Be humble. Wait until you're engaged to tell the world. You don't post that you're going on a job. You don't post that you're going on job interviews. You post that you were hired. Ditto for dating. We are talking about women dating men generally on TR Thursday, TR Tuesdays, and TR Thursdays. TR are the rules. This is The Rules Handbook by Ellen Fein and Sherrie Schneider. They are in New York, and this is a guide to creating loving and lasting relationships. Men can use this too. It is so cool. Okay, being passive. You might be thinking, I'm a lawyer, doctor, MBA, and I'm used to going after what I want and spilling the tea about everything, and I find it hard to sit by the phone waiting for a guy to call. Maybe you are tired of being asked out by men you don't like, so you want to pick. Unfortunately, you can only choose from the pool of men who pick you. But doing the rules is not being passive. You are taking action by showing up to parties and posting your profile on dating apps and saying no to last minute dates or hookups. You are just not initiating anything because it doesn't work. You're not waiting by the phone. You're living classy and reserved. Texting temptation. It's hard not to text back quickly when you're always on your phone, especially after your first few dates. It's like an extension of your hand. So try to put it in your pocketbook for an hour or two while you're working or out with friends, and turn it off late at night so you're less likely to text back. Oh, excuse me. Oh. So you're less likely to text back in nanoseconds at midnight. Writing back quickly will make you look desperate, like you have nothing going on but him. We told the client to wait until the next day to text back a man she just met. By, quote, next day, end quote, we meant something normal like 10 a.m. or noon. She texted back when she woke up at 6 a.m. We said, no, that looks like he was the first thing on your mind, LOL. Next time, wait until at least 10 a.m. Don't overthink. Do you obsess about what social actions to take to meet men? Singles tennis or singles skiing? Speed dating or a holiday party? An event that is supposed to get 30 people in your area versus 50 people an hour away? Or stay home and answer your dating app messages? Some women think so much about what to do and end up doing nothing. The answer is do anything. You never know where you're going to meet your future husband, so just do something. You don't send one resume when you're job hunting. You send 100. Ditto for dating. Pretend your house is on fire and run out the door. Go have fun anywhere. Stay away. Many women contact us after a great first date. They feel he is the one and want to get off their dating apps and look up his astrological sign. We caution them to calm down, to not even mention his name, because it takes at least 3 consecutive Saturday night dates to know if a guy is serious about you. Sometimes a guy will drop off the face of the earth after a great first date, and you're devastated. Don't be. It's too soon to be too invested. You're either not the woman of his dreams, or he met someone else, or got back with his ex. It's like a 3 round job interview. He's a stranger until the third or fourth date. It's really hard to do that. I know that. Don't be tempted. If your internet is down, don't use that as an excuse to crash at your boyfriend's place. Find a Starbucks or stay with a friend. A woman moved in with her boyfriend to use his Wi Fi. A neat freak, she told him his place was a mess and moved everything around without his permission. He said she could leave if she didn't like it. She was offended and told him so. We said, "You can't move in, act like Marie Kondo, complain, and expect him to thank you or be happy about it. You wouldn't tell your friend she's a slob and move her things around without her permission." We told her to apologize and move out. She did, and they are now happily dating again. Hmm. Let go. Do you ever wonder if your boyfriend or husband is cheating? Do you regularly check his phone to see if he is texting other women or if his profile is on a dating app? If so, how would you like to have a worry free relationship with a man you can trust? You can. When you play hard to get, a man feels like he is dating the prom queen. He worked so hard to get you that he doesn't take you for granted. He calls you when he gets a haircut. He calls you when he fills up the tank with gas. And he always makes dinner reservations. He doesn't leave you alone, so he's certainly not cheating. So apply the rules to achieve your higher self. Yeah, we're going to end with these ones. Number one, if you're the type who gets carried away when you meet a cute guy, resist the urge to look him up on social media or ask mutual friends his astrological sign or dating history. None of your business. Do whatever you would do if you had never met him. Don't waste your time and energy until he says exclusive, quote, end quote. Exclusive. Even if you're in a relationship, don't go crazy posting a lot on social media about the two of you. Post about causes you're passionate about, like your 5K run or climate change or anything else. If your car or computer breaks down, don't call the guy you're dating. Call anyone but him to fix it. Women who call a guy for this or that broken thing end up calling him all the time for everything. So you would lose track of what you were calling about and you would start calling for everything and you'd go, I'm so helpless. And you'd do the damsel in distress, which that's kind of outdated for us now. We don't do the damsel in distress mode. We are competent heroes of our own, heroines of our own. Okay, I will talk to you again later and we will end with okay. Where we got okay is the man named Old Kinderhook.